Hello to all my wonderful students, subscribers, devout disciples. Welcome. This is your Master GongSun. I'm very happy to announce that we are starting our study of a new manual. And by new, I don't mean it was just written. I mean that we haven't covered this before. Now, I am using the text called Taoist Meditation, Methods for Cultivating a Healthy Mind and Body. And this is translated and compiled by the very talented, very renowned, acclaimed Thomas Cleary, who has done lots of translations of Eastern texts into English. Now, this whole compilation consists of 6 different books, and most of them are not too long, but I will be going over most of it. So I'll be reading directly, quoting from the Thomas Cleary translation, and then of course I will be adding my own interpretation as to what I think each one means. All right, are you ready? This is exciting. Let's begin. Now, the first one we're going to do, and by the way, this is actually the first time we've studied texts not written by Lao Tzu. So not from the founder or the guy who wrote the Tao Te Ching, but this is from people who are Taoists a few generations after Lao Tzu. So interesting stuff here. Now, the first one is called The Anthology on the Cultivation of Realization. And it's actually written by an unknown author known as the Cultivator of Realization. And this was published sometime in the 1700s, around the time of the Qing Dynasty. So in this text, the author talks about balanced development of the social and spiritual elements of humanity. And we do this through meditations on many different topics. So let's talk about the first one. Let's begin. The first one is called The Way. Now, the translation is quite lengthy, so I won't be reading out the whole thing. I'll be selecting passages that I think are the most interesting or relevant or important, and then I will expand on them once I interpret it for you. Okay, let us begin. So, of course, it starts with the way, the Tao, right? The way. If people want to be the best of learners, nothing compares to learning the way. The way is undefined, but when used, it is inexhaustible. Therefore, superior people study only the way. They regard fame and merit, wealth and status as floating clouds, letting them go and come and go without being moved by them. If superior people study only the way, is it because they gain some benefit? Yes. And what is this benefit? It is the self. The mind can be broadened, the body can be benefited, sickness can be cured, death can be avoided, and no benefits are greater than these. So, yeah, isn't this absolutely true? I mean, we need to study the way, the Tao, if you want to learn. And what exactly are we learning? We're learning about important things in life. We're not learning about such temporary things like fame, which is fleeting. I mean, how many famous people can you name from like a couple hundred years ago? Probably not more than 5. You can count them on the palm of one hand. I mean, right? You can, because fame is fleeting and it fades really quickly. What about your wealth? Well, you could be poor one day and rich the next, and then poor again the very next day. You know, rise and fall and rise story, or fall and rise and fall story, right? Status, that's fleeting. I mean, the very nature of status is change. So what is the way then? why do we benefit from learning about it? Well, it's because it's the immortal soul. We learn about our own selves, our immortal soul, which does not die and exists forever. And we take that with us from lifetime to lifetime. So that's why we should study the Tao. All right, until next time, this has been your Master GongSun, and as usual, keep living in alignment with the Tao.